conscious spoken word.
Blessings, everybody out there in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down to Earth podcast. Tonight, I got a special guest coming on. Yeah, we got Yochi spoken word. Yeah, Yochi conscious spoken word coming on the Down to Earth podcast. 9 p.m. We're gonna chop it up. What he does, what he got's going on. Check it out. Bless up. This is the Down to Earth podcast with your host, Sean Myrie. Bless up. Earthquake Sound International. And to cities, my sponsors, and all the sponsors up north. Yeah, check it out. Easy Street Music Group. Bless up. Yeah, 420. God's Bible. 6 Dot. And We Stay Woke Network. Yardie Papers. You know, that's what we do. Waiting for the brethren to come through on that spaceship. We got Yochi, conscious word, spoken word coming through. 10 p.m. we got the My Merch series. Herb culture coming through. Yep. Great apparel straight from Toronto. 9 p.m. waiting for Yochi, conscious spoken word to come through. Yeah, many things coming through the Down to Earth podcast. Many special guests coming up. Yep, we got some surprises coming. Check it out. Just waiting for Yochi, conscious spoken word, to come through. Gonna keep playing some music until we see him come through on that spaceship. 9 p.m. waiting. Bless up to all the sponsors. Yeah, much respect to cities. Check them out, follow them. Bless up. Yeah, coming through, connecting through the universe. We got Yochi spoken word coming through. Down to Earth podcast. Bless up, connecting. Down to Earth, through that spaceship, through the universe connection. Down to Earth, still trying to connect through the universe. Yeah, still waiting. Let's see. Hold on. Connection. Technical difficulties going on. Connecting. Try again. Try again. Yep. Yeah. Try again. Bless up. Still Down to Earth podcast. Bless up to all sponsors. We got our special guests trying to come through that spaceship. Bless up to cities. Yeah. Respect coming through on that spaceship. Yochi spoken word. Bless up.
What's going on, King?
What's going on, man? Bless up. Much respect to you. Introduce yourself to the universe, to those who may not know who you are.
Yes. Oh, man. I've been waiting to, get on your podcast. But, okay, so I'm going to introduce myself from two sides. For one, before I even got into music, on an everyday basis, I'm a health and wellness practitioner. So I work with, energy. I work with, it's called Reiki Energy Healing. I did 10-year registered acupuncturist, a former registered acupuncturist.
Yeah.
And then from there, I do close combat fighting. So I teach combat training as well. And along with that, I do personal training, right? And then coaching. I'm also a hypnotherapist. So a lot of the stuff that you hear me talk about in my music, it's from my everyday workings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the one thing I like about you always says blessing from the universe. On a different note, the universe didn't want to connect us for the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The universe is saying, all right, let's see if he really wants it, or challenge him on the aspect of where he's going with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everything works on a different plane sometimes, you know? So we're gonna get into some of the stuff that I do for music. Like, for instance, for instance, you see like how when you have your herb and you're using your herb, I like to make music in that sense of like firing the frequency, getting the frequency working. You know what I mean? So on an everyday basis, when I work with my clients, I design instrumental for them in the sense of if they're doing chakra balancing. You know what I mean? So you know what those chakras are.
Yeah.
All right, so sometimes, certain words in my poetry could trigger a particular chakra or a particular beat or instrument or wavelength. So when you hear that instrumental as you hear me performing, and then when I present it to my clients to be able to design instrumental for their meditation.
Yes.
Right? Because then you're interlocking your words. Like, when you use words, like words is the first thing that your subconscious mind hears.
Yeah. So
then when you use those words in such a way that it triggers the mind, plus you have the music, it amplifies the frequency of your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand exactly what you mean, because that's why we have our music thing for foundation called Earthquake Sound.
Yes.
And I grew up with that basically part of the culture, those vibrations.
Exactly.
Yeah, and every time when I'm doing music, it's the same thing. It's the energy, it's burning the herbs, all the energy of vibration, all types of stuff.
Yes.
Powerful what you use, right? It's very
powerful.
That's one reason in my music, I hardly curse. No cursing, because if I do put the cursing, that's like another energy I could use, like more. Like another, you get what I mean? Like that's
and you create the next entity that exists out of yourself. So when you start using those words that they understand, or your mind subconsciously understand, it's gonna bring into what you're looking for. You're looking for a negative aspect or negative phrasing, brings it into your music, and your music is the essence of you.
True. So how long have you been doing all of these? You're multitasking.
Oh man, so I've been doing this for about 20 years. So when I started, actually, I'm born Jamaican. I came to Canada when I was 12, and man, that was rough overall. But over the years of like going through everything and getting to this point, it was a lot of fun. And the one thing I want to say is that when I first got into the healing and the music, I used to be a millwright. I used to build machines from scratch.
Oh, okay.
So the machine that builds the cars, I used to build them from scratch. That was my intake into the consciousness of how the body is. Yeah. So I've said to myself, if I could build a machine from scratch as a millwright, what's the difference between a human body? What am I really missing?
True.
Right? So over those 20 years, it's understanding machine and understand the body. So then when I understand how to build these machines, I got into personal training, I got into martial art, I got into those deeper meditation, because for one, if you could discipline yourself through martial art, that now gives your mind that aspect of your subconscious mind to actually work. Because now you're creating discipline within the body. Right? Yeah. And so you're building that foundation. So then when I looked at the machine, I said, where am I going to build that foundation? The foundation was martial art, understanding discipline, understanding yourself, overcoming those obstacles. And then you train the body and the mind, and you're like, whoa, that's different. And then from there, I got into personal training. Then personal training, so if I'm building the outer shell of the machine, I need to understand the mechanics of the machine. So then the body for me is the mechanics. So if your shoulders attached to this muscle,
Yeah.
and the chest muscle, so where is it that it's the intersection of the energy centers? So the energy center now is connected to your veins. So if you understand the energy center in the vein and the neurological pathway, you're like, wait a minute, the machine and the body is no different. So then it's the body that they mimic to use to build the machine. The machine doesn't build the body. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The engine's hurt, right?
Exactly. Right. So then from there, I dig deeper into becoming an acupuncturist. And then because I have that background, as soon as you become an acupuncturist, you start to understand Mandarin points. You know those old karate movies where they would like pop, 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 and they hit you and you fall over. So those Mandarin points that they're actually hitting, those points are real, but it's how you actually hit it to trigger the energy, right? Because your body is creating a constant flow of energy. You know what I mean? So, and that's where, when you understand all those trigger point work, you realize, wait a minute, if these martial art back then was doing that, what else can I do with these trigger points?
Yes.
Right? So then it fueled my understanding of how the body, and then I lived in Greece. So I lived in Greece for about 1.5 years. I speak Greek. So by being in Greek and understanding some of the finer words, like certain words, they'll be like, philosopher, like they'll say, okay, that word philosopher, what's the literal meaning of philosopher? Mm-hmm. So they don't tell you that philosopher means so in Greek we say philosophia means the lover of wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then you start to dig into the consciousness, and that's when I became a hypnotherapist.
Okay.
Right? So by becoming a hypnotherapist, I was able to now connect the mind, body, and the physical aspect and the inner working to be able to now understand how everything works. So when I listen to music or perform to music, I like to have a nice frequency on the music plus the words. You know what I mean? Like I'll just put one out of the ear. Like it'd be like, the energy of your synergy fires my internal being. The energy of your synergy opened up my being. The energy of the synergy, you'll find it in the Egyptian being as I lift the temple and meditate underneath its scene. At the Golden Gates, at the Golden Bridge, as I open up my mind and see it through, it's on the other side of my consciousness where I find myself within you. So you see what I mean? I just made up off of my head, but what it is the essence. Like you give off that frequency, you're like, whoa. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then the thing is, when I heard you say down to earth, you know what I mean? The podcast, I was like, all right, I gotta come in with my colors. So I made sure I come in with the purple, because you know they use colors to make the colors to trip your subconscious mind and your third eye. Yeah. So if I come in with my purple shirt on, you know what I mean? That purple is now gonna bring your third eye open.
True. True.
You know what I mean? So colors plays the next consciousness with your music. So even if you put that music and you put like a nice cover to it or a nice color video, the color within is gonna trip their mind to say, wow, you know what? I like what he's saying.
Yes, it's true. You
know what I mean? So color is the next essence of how we see things. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and that's where I like to like create that instrumental based on either a feeling or color, but in the background of the instrumental, it has a nice wave, a nice frequency.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So when I hear you, when you create that artwork and I hear the beat behind it, it gave off a certain frequency, or your tone in your voice gives off that certain frequency. Like when I hear you, I can see that you're rooted, like your root chakra is rooted, you're strong, you're base. You know what I mean? So then you come in with that essence of strongness, right? And meditation and conscious awareness.
You know it. See, we're speaking of. I understand everything what you're saying, man. Everything.
I can see that, right?
Everything. That's why I keep making you go with it. So I was gonna ask you now, like when it came to the music thing and the spoken word, when have you like really adapt, like put it all together with the health and wellness and everything, meditation?
Okay, so I've always even from a kid, I've always liked writing poetry. Like I'm always writing poetry because I find that poetry was an extension of the internal being that's looking up for a way out.
Yes.
Right? So over the years, I wrote, but I was too nervous to put myself out there. And then about 4 years ago, I saw Freddie Fame, and Freddie Fame was having like amateur, just come in, just perform. I went out, did my thing. I realized that I love it. I love being able to give a message in a poetry. I may not be one of these days I'll be a rapper or singer, but at least I can present it in a format. And then what I realized that, as I said, words, if you use words in your poetry, you connect it to a certain situation and a person will understand you. So I'm like, as a hypnotherapist, because I'm always in somebody else's mind and showing them how to like create positive suggestion, how to come out of obstacles and being able to take themselves to the next level, I'm like, poetry is no difference.
And you know the funny thing, the poetry and the spoken word now, you see like the battle scene, what they have, the rap battle scene?
Yes.
I consider that more like a spoken word style, how they're doing it. It's not like flow style.
No.
Spoken word, because they even pause longer than spoken word.
Yes.
Guys like man like me and you could easily adapt to that, no problem. That's like fun for us.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it gives us even time to think so long. Because if you watch those battles, these guys will take all a minute before they even say something.
And they walk around and just wait and wait. So they're fueling it, right?
So imagine what you could do easier than that, because it's the vibration they use all the time. They put something like a curse word, or
yes,
a Uzi or something.
Yes,
a higher level, like what you said, chakra. Because if I was to battle, it wouldn't be a battle. All it would be educating, meditation.
Yes.
No. I don't need to use those fillers, the curse words. I'm going to use knowledge. I'm going to give knowledge.
Exactly.
Why are you trying to talk about something like that? Why can't you just, think
right
the right way instead of negative? Put it in a positive. You get what I mean? Exactly.
But the thing is that they may know how to put it in a positive. Or it's for example, so I say to like, I know when they rap battles, sometimes they say these things, but sometimes if they use a bigger word, it throws off what they want to say. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if I come to you and they say, the sun and the moon is gonna collapse tomorrow, what emotion you're gonna get?
They're gonna be like, what? What do you mean the sun and the moon?
Exactly. So it's almost like it puts you in that like panic state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when they're probably rap battling, they need a word like to dumb down the other guy to like throw him off his game. So if I go to you like the sun and the moon is gonna merge with the most beautiful essence as it collide between each other, and you see the sparkle of a light as it bless you from the sky above, you're gonna think, yo, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Right? So it's how they throw things in to be able to manipulate your mind as well at the same time.
Yeah, I see what I mean. That's how you have to throw it. But now, since you're multitasking all these things, therapy,
yes,
wellness, you have like a website, like what you have merch.
Yes.
What you have, like I see that the hat.
Oh yes. So on the website, you can find this in the link in the bio below you. Let's hit the link. It'll take you right to our merch page and our website for like we have merch. So you'll see the website's Yokchi Healing Arts. It's the same logo, right? And then BK brand is my son's. So, but on the website you'll see our merch. You'll see what are some of the stuff that we do, because we even teach creative visualization for artists as well, and even for regular people. Because sometimes when you get that writer's block.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
so then.
I know I had that writer's block a long time ago, but how I came out of it is I stopped writing.
Okay.
Was write the hooks sometimes and just freestyle everything. That's
okay.
My last stuff now. So now I'm going back to writing.
Okay.
I haven't written in like years.
Wow.
Really.
Okay, so what triggered your writing?
What triggered my writing? This show, because I haven't, from my start down to earth, right?
Yes.
Music, but it gave me time to just think of open up like my experiences of with different people. You get what I mean? Open up my, that different energy. So now I
Yes.
back to the writing now after 6 years or something, 7 years or something. And
Okay.
it's gonna come, and there's some new stuff coming right now.
I seen too. I've been keeping an eye out. I'm waiting. Right? But you know how you said like, and you say you saw like you're doing a podcast and you're back and you start doing a show, and it triggers your writing.
Yeah.
So and that's where it's called when you're writing in an environment, it's called sentry. It's called an anchor. So if you anchor your mind to something that's going to trigger your writing skills, but it triggers you now on a different level.
Yeah.
Right? Because now you break, but now you climb the ladder. Now you climb the ladder right from that deep subconscious part of your mind.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Because right now, this like people, whatever they heard, but this is like, I'm a fan of what I put out myself right now.
Okay.
It's coming. No rush, but when it comes, it comes.
It comes.
Yeah.
Right? But that's the thing that's awesome that you're able to like see it. So when you're writing, do you sit down and visualize the process of it?
No, I don't wait. I just go straight to the pen, to the paper.
Pen and paper. Okay.
Don't
So
even have the feeling, and then I just put it on. Sometimes without the beat, I'm just writing it.
Nice.
Without the beat, and then
without the beat.
Yeah.
And that's powerful. You know what I mean? You know, okay, so you see how you just put pen and paper. So what that is called in what I teach is called automatic writing.
Mm.
So what you're doing is automatic writing.
Yeah.
So when you automatic write, it's not your physical body's writing, it's the subconscious part of your mind that you let free to allow it to start writing. So when you do automatic writing, it's your mind, the deeper part of yourself releasing itself from the kundalini, from the chakras to the essence around you, because now you've brought yourself into a center place to be able to elevate that.
Right, man. Exactly, man. We understand the same language, y'all. So, yo,
Right?
have a project coming out or anything like where people like music or like spoken word?
Oh yeah. Okay, so you can find me on Spotify. So I said that wrong. You can find me on Spotify at Yochi Conscious Spoken Word. I actually just put up a new instrumental. It's called there's Believe and there's Dear Hypno. So Dear Hypno one it's an awesome meditation beat, but you can flow through it. So it has a bit of both that bounce to it. So it gives you a nice vibe that well. So you can find that on Spotify, YouTube, and the link is in the bio below, right? So then a lot of my music, you'll find that they're very like meditative, relaxed vibe.
Yeah.
Right? So if you, and I like that because if you could chill, you could drive in the car, you may having a bad day, like, you know what? I need something to like calm me down, just drop it in and it flows with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We're gonna check that out. Everything. Gonna keep supporting. Yo, tell the people your name again.
Yeah, I go by the name of Yochi Conscious Spoken Word. You can find my business link as Yochi Elan Hearts. It's the same in the same concept. Yochi, actually, I give you a breakdown on it. So Yochi actually means sacred unity of chi. Because if you go back to the time, the Y represent the yin tree. The yin tree is where you sit, you meditate, and you cultivate yourself. The O is for constant flow of energy. And the K itself, you know, when you see the K like this, back in ancient time, the K was actually written upside down like a lantern, right? So by doing that, it means illumination. So illumination of self, illumination of world. So that's why I go by the name Yochi Conscious Spoken Word or Yochi Healing Arts for Business, right? And we provide a lot of service for artists if you need somebody to help you create a visualization. And we also create an instrumental for releasing your chakra, balancing. We do customized meditation as well, right? Customized just for you.
Might do a collaboration, maybe, because I have a lot of music out and so much I can't, like, not every, my brother usually does the videos, but it'll be interesting to do something.
Definitely.
I mean, I have a lot of tracks out right now, but yeah, something we link to, yo. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm definitely down. I'm open. Like whatever it is that you want to do, like we definitely could link up and then do that.
All right, yo.
All right.
Bless up, Yoki, Conscious.
Thank you, and have a good night. And thank you for having me.
Down to Earth podcast.
Yeah. Peace out. Peace out.